Hi everyone, how are you all today? And welcome to my live stream. And so today I'd like to talk to you about my new YouTube short, which hopefully you've seen. But here it is, and just turn off that. Here, it's the Minecraft glitch. Gerald playing with the computer, playing Minecraft on the computer, and he makes a peanut. But it's affecting the world that they live in, and they turn into Minecraft characters. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat, and I'll see if I can answer them. We have a few here. It's Lucky Pug, shout me out. Hi, Lucky Pug. Thank you for coming to watch. And yeah, what else we got here? I love Professor Eggtop by Josh Anate 427. Excellent. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like it. Give us a shout out. No worries, I'll do that. And let me know where you're watching from in the world. I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and it is 11:30 in the morning at the moment. So yeah, where are you at in the world? Let me know. Okay, so first off, let's have a look at the channel. So the channel subscribers at the moment is 75,961. So thank you so much for all those people who are subscribing to my channel. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. And let's have a look at the channel. The channel has now got 99 million views. Unbelievable. 99 million views. So nearly 100 million views. And you can see here this revenue is actually from the YouTube Shorts Fund. So YouTube has set up a Shorts Fund that they every month they reevaluate your YouTube channel, and they allocate some money towards creators who make shorts. And in January, I was able to get the YouTube Shorts Fund, and yeah, that's what that is. But finally, now I do have the 4,000 hours for monetization, and yeah, so that's clicking in. Okay, so let's have a look at. Oh, by the way, here's my Twitter account. So if you have time, click on my Twitter account. It's at MattMears2, and my Instagram. So if you have any, here I post many different characters, lots of different work, things about Professor Eggtop and Gerald, and also on Twitter. So yeah, if you have time, click the follow link there. Okay, so going back, got an extra subscriber. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so the Minecraft version. Now, Minecraft is a great game. It's an awesome game to play, and I saw that there are so many YouTube clips and over 1 trillion views of Minecraft clips on YouTube. So I thought, oh, I'll give a little bit of a short story with these two and see how we go. So check it out when you have time. Okay, so let's bring up the Modo scene of these characters. Okay, so here you can see uh, the Professor Eggtop Minecraft character. Let's bring up his controls here, and I'll show you that he has a switch that can switch between Minecraft and his subdivision version, or the smooth version of him. And also, if I bring up the rigging for Gerald and click on it, he also has a switch to switch between the Minecraft version and the sub D version, the smooth version, like so. And they can be animated. So to begin with, I'll show you how I made these guys. Oh, and I'll just bring up the switch again. here of Professor Eggtop. Where's Professor Eggtop? Control and click on that. Click on that. Okay, right. So we have the underlying rigging, which is the character box rig that I use, and it is for the subdivision version. It is bound. It's bound to the rigging, but with the Minecraft version, because they're only blocks, so they are linked, parented. They are parented to by a dynamic parent to his head rig there. Let me just bring up the palette here. So, and his body is parented to the pelvis, which is this one here. See it there. And the legs, because they're so Minecraft rigs are so basic. It's easy to just rig them. They don't need to be bound, and I can animate it there like that. And even with mid animation, if I turn it, and I can animate. So, for example, if we'll go back here. So if I go 0 in here, make a keyframe on the rotation, and at frame 12, he looks this way, like so. So if I scroll that, he's looking to the right. I can rig the transition between SubD and Minecraft version very easily. So bring that up. And if I bring up the graph editor and go down to where the on-off switch is, I can say, okay, so at frame 0, he is in sub-D mode. Frame 6, I can change that to being in Minecraft mode. And so when I scrub, he just pops into Minecraft mode like that. So that's how I can switch between each character very quickly. To do that, what you need to do is go into here, go into your schematic, and each of these mesh items are in a folder. So we've got the geo, which is the mesh item for the Minecraft group, and then we have the geo for Professor Eggtop, which is also in a group. Now, when you put geo in a group, you have a lot of control over what the group can do. And one of these is, if you go into the channels, you can go into visible and render. So the visible is what's visible in the viewport, and the render is what's visible in render. So you need both of those to view and adjust them at the same time. So you can just bring those into the schematic, like add selected, which is these here. So this is Professor Eggtop Minecraft group, which is that group there selected, and then the visible and the render. So I want to change the visibility and the render at the same time. So I take the visible pick whip and just drop it onto the render. And so whatever happens to the visible is the same thing that happens to the render. And then I get a condition. So if I go add and put in a condition, where are we? I can go into here and get a condition. Let me just channel conditional here, and get a logic node here, and then that would be A is equal to B. So A is equal to B here, and in that logic, if the before that, sorry, I'll just go back. When I go to make the actual channel switch, you go into, I selected the root item here, add a user channel, just name it like on off, for example. It goes into the channel name, and then selecting a Boolean, like so. a Boolean. So it's either on or off, which is what a Boolean is in the channels. So that's what we get here. And you can see that it pops up here like that. So I already had that, PE, Professor Eggtop Minecraft on off. So I take that, that Boolean, and we can see in the graph editor that that Boolean has true or false and a switch. You can tick it or tick it off, like so. So we go back to the schematic, and then if the value is equal to B, so A and B, if A is equal to B, if it's true, then the 0 is the output. And then if it's false, the output is 3. The reason it's 3 is because when we go to, for example, the visible and render here, they have 3. I'm not sure if you can see it on the live stream there, but there's no yes and default. So default would be the visible and the render. Yes would be always visible and render, always visible and render. And no is turning it off from the visibility and render. So we need to do 3 in the false value. So when I tick or when I turn on or off, that logic A is equal to B will turn off the visibility and the render. And then you do the opposite for the subd folder. So this one is for the Minecraft folder, and it says the false value is 3, but the opposite one for the subd would be 0. So with doing that, I can turn off Professor Eggtop with one click, and he will change to the Minecraft version and back. It's very simple, just turning back with a click, turning back there, bang, bang, bang. So we get a bit of a glitch look there, back, and then maybe there in the time frame, he turns back to Minecraft. And so that's how I switch between the two. Okay, so we've got in the chat here, we've got Ferry Aid Wicca Sono. Hi. TH, hi. Hannah Playton. Hi, thanks for joining. And Tor, hi, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so that, and exactly the same for Gerald. He also has a switch that you can switch on and off like that. So when I made the scene, because the scene is, the whole scene needs to go Minecraft or normal, I made a generic switch at the top, so Minecraft switch on and off. To bring up the channel hall here, which is a sort of a Modo thing, what you need to do is you need to go to the assembly, and in the assembly, choose item channel hall there. And that allows you, when you just click on it to select it, the channel hall will come up. Okay, so this guy, you can see in this schematic, I needed to change the whole scene, the lighting, Professor Eggtop and Gerald, and the set into a Minecraft version, and vice versa, going back to the normal version. So I hooked up, had a lot of these are sort of spares logic. This is another logic one, logic here. And I created the different versions of the scene. So here we have the full subd scene. And if I select that again, it will change to the Minecraft scene. So all the skirting, the walls and the textures, the seat, the computer screens, chairs, desks, everything changes with one click. And then because there's a bit of a glitch in there, I can A couple of frames later, I turn it back on to normal sub-Ds and then turn it back again to the Minecraft version there. So yeah, that's how that is changed. And I also added some sparks in there along the way, and they also had a switch on them to change from normal sparks to the Minecraft version. Okay, so then once you animate, well, once I animated all that, you get this. So changing to the Minecraft, a bit of a switch there, bit of a glitch, as we see Gerald creating the peanut in Minecraft like that. So yeah, that's how that's done. So now what I'd like to do is sort of animate a new scene, a new short that I'm thinking of using this technique. So let's have a look at setting that up. So these guys, get rid of that schematic there. Let me think. So for this short, I'm sort of thinking that Professor Eggtop is going to try and fix what Gerald has done. So I'm going to have Professor Eggtop. Let's go back to scene 0. And let's bring him to the desk. So Professor Eggtop has the actors and the actions selected there. And let's bring him over here and turn him around. That. And bring him at the desk. Professor Eggtop, because he is this type of shape, he doesn't really fit on a chair. So I'm going to move the chair away. We don't need that. He's not going to sit on the chair. I'll also move Gerald away. Move him away from that. I'll position him somewhere later. But I'm going to try and have Professor Eggtop working on the computer, trying to fix what Gerald has done. So he's kind of a bit short there. But because I've got to wait for the autosave, always use autosave, just in case it crashes. Okay. So we have, let's bring him up a little bit here. Bringing up so he can reach the sort of the keyboard. Look at his tummy. So big, his tummy. Also, let's have a look at the camera. Where's the camera? Does the camera have any, let's take that off. I had the camera linked dynamically parented, or not dynamically parented, had a look at constraint. So where the camera, I can move the camera and have the look at the locator in the scene. It just makes it easier, so you don't have to keep on rotating the camera and everything. It just makes it easier to animate. So let's bring in the camera, well, not quite, it's camera, and the camera look at. So the camera look at is this guy, which is just a locator. And I want it to be sort of like looking at over the shoulder, camera looking over the shoulder, sort of like that, looking over the shoulder of Professor Eggtop. So what I need to do, I might just bring this as a split screen. Click on this here and then turn this one into the camera view. Now if I select the camera here, show cameras, where are we? Select the camera here. Let's move it around to looking over the shoulder there. Get rid of all these keyframes. That was from the previous scene. Bring up Editor. Get rid of that keyframe. Don't need that one. Okay. So this is the camera view on the right, and we need it to be looking at the over his shoulder. Let's select that. We can bring down the view. Bring it up there. Select the camera again. We don't see his feet, so we don't need him sitting on a chair or anything like that. We can cheat it that way. It looks all right. Bring it down a bit, maybe. We will keep it there for now. Let's now bring up his arms. But at the moment, they're FK arms, forward kinematic arms, like that. Select the other arm. I might change those to actually IK arms, so he can move his upper body, but his arms will stay there and sort of like type. If they're FK, they move with his body, obviously. So let's select the IK, press the Eggtop, control and enable 2D IK. So now I can use that as the controller for his arms. So place that there. Do the same with the other side. Grab that controller, enable IK, which happens. ACS3 has a really nice switch. So if you need ACS3, check that out. That's got a very nice switch between FK and IK. It's very smoothless. Character box, you have to sort of like line it up a bit better. Hopefully they'll fix that in the future. And let's bring him so he's looking down a bit more at the computer. Select his head. There, like that. His elbows are up a bit. So let's bring those elbows down a bit with a look at. The other arm in the camera scene, we don't really see the other arm. So I'll bring his clavicle forward a bit. See if that helps with the arm there. Yeah, there we go. And then select that one. Oh no, the other one. And bring down the arm, the elbow on that side as well. If you select this icon here, that means that you can select, once it's selected, you can select another one in the screen like that. If it's not selected, you can't select it. It sort of stays selected, this one. So if you click on this little icon there, you can click easily between the two. Now I don't need this camera look at anymore. Bring that out, take that out. And let's bring the arm forward. Obviously he still can't, or maybe, no, let's select that. That's all one mesh item. Let's select the keyboard forward a bit, so sort of cheat it a little bit more there. So maybe he's just like a one-hand typer there. Get out of component mode. Bring this guy back in here. So that we can see now looking over the shoulder. If I move his arm up and down and his fingers, it will look like he's typing on the computer. You're located simp. I love to play Minecraft. Very good. Gerald also likes to play Minecraft. Thanks for watching, and more Minecraft animation to come. Let's say Gerald, make it a sort of a funny pose. Let's say we bring Gerald and he's looking over the monitor. Oh, there he is. Looking over the monitor like so. We don't see what he's standing on, but movie magic, he doesn't need to stand on anything. It's just implied. So let's bring him in here. Maybe not behind. He's a bit hard to see here. So let's bring him over this side. That. Back a bit. Let's have a look at his get rid of that keyframe. Don't need that keyframe there. Don't know where that's from. And did he just get bigger? Did he just scale up? Looks like he did. That's okay. We can select the main root. Let's make him a little bit smaller. There we go, 80%. Good thing about character box, if you select the root locator, you can scale it no problem. Doesn't really affect have any problems with the actual rigging. Let's put his little paws on top of the monitor there. And get this side. Hard to select now, so let's bring up his character box selection. Yeah. And his front paws are this one here on the right. Let's have a look. There we go. And put that on the monitor there, like so. So his legs are all IK, so I can move his upper body and his legs will not move too much. So he's got some bit of toe movement there. So let's bring that, sort of hook it over the monitor like that. And do the same with this side. Bring it forward a bit maybe. That there. By mistake, I'm grabbing this seat here, so let's have a look. That guy, press F on the keyboard, it brings up where he is in the thing, and then in assembly, I can say default select. I don't want to select it, so now if I deselect it and roll over it, he doesn't select anymore. That one, that's probably need to do that as well. Assembly select, no. Okay, cool. The monitor also, let's get rid of that selection. Select, no. Select that. Go back into here. Oh, gee, that monitor also. Assembly select, no. Okay. Then look. So where is he looking? He's looking up. Let's have a look at his body or rib cage. There. Maybe he's a bit shy, and he's looking just above. Let's have a look at his pelvis. Bring that down. Pretty cute there. Just got his nose over the top, so his nose. Looking at what Professor Eggtop's doing, he's like, "Don't get rid of my peanut." He's going through the monitor, there. So let's just bring him around a bit square, more square on. Wow, his elbow is going a bit weird there. Let's have a look if we can adjust that. There we go. Bring that elbow down. Do the same on the other side. So first, when I'm doing these types of scenes, I sort of set up the camera and then put key poses on the characters and see how it looks like within the scene before going straight in and just animating. I want to make sure that everything is, you can see everything that needs to be seen. Just bring his legs down a bit, like so. And do key poses for the scene. Are you still looking through? Is that monitor? Looks like it's something going on there. We'll look at that later. And just bring his body back a little bit more so his nose is over the top. Maybe his teeth. Like that. He's like chewing on the monitor. There we go. His teeth there. That would be pretty funny. And then we can have him sort of like looking like this and then looking at Professor Eggtop, looking at the monitor, looking at Professor Eggtop, looking at the monitor. But going back and forth between being Minecraft and being sub-D'd mesh. So that looks pretty good. Let's just save that. Okay. We've got another one, another person joining the live stream. Your local sprite, with some katakana there. I wonder if you're Japanese. Yeah. Welcome. Okay, let's have a look at Professor Eggtop's arm here. And let's get his arm into place. Now, the good thing about Character Box is I can make the fingers IK very easily. So at the moment, the fingers are FK. Should I make him IK? Or just do this? I think I'll just do it FK. But you can make them every finger IK quite easily by just going into the Character Box palette there, set up, and just add the 2D IK goal, and that will add it there. And that's, you can switch between IK and FK quite easily with that. But I think I'll just have all these going at different speeds up and down. Just bring the thumb, bring that back a bit, turn that around. Geo Leather. Hello, Matt. Hello, Geo Leather. A bit of a shout out there. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. So let's rotate these guys in place a bit better. So, and then I'll get Professor Eggtop to do very quick typing. So that one can go up. That one can go down. That one can go up. And that can stay there. And then we can animate between each one. So let's go 2 frames. And then let's do this. That one can go down. This one can go up. That one can go up. And that one can go down. So what is that? So up. And down. Like that. Let's do that on a repetitive cycle. And bring up the graph editor. It's X position, X rotation. Let's just select those ones and oscillate and give it a nice curve like so. So now if we Go through, up and down, up and down. Cool. But obviously, in Minecraft, you can't do that. And so with the rig, I've had the arms parented to his forearm. So if I move this, I can move it like that. And he can't really type anymore, so that's a bit of the gag in this short. But I'll have to work out how I can bring his arm in without animating it over there like that. I'll work on that. But that is how I animate Professor Eggtop and Gerald. And then with his eyes, Gerald's eyes, let's just select his eyes there. You can look at that. You can look at here, just a look at constraint. You can look at Professor Eggtop, look at him for a while, say 20 frames later. Make a keyframe there. And then you can look at there. That here. And then down. That. He's looking at Professor Eggtop. And then he's sort of looking at the computer screen, seeing what he's doing. And it switches in between. So yeah, that is how I set up the scene. So this one, this short, I'll be animating it for, I don't know, three or 4 days. I try to make each short work time about 3 days each, not too long. So I'll probably work on this for maybe 2-3 days and over the next week or so, because I do have other commercial work need to be done. And yeah, keep a lookout for it on my YouTube channel in the shorts. Okay, and let's have a look at see if got some more subscribers. Whoa, look at that. About 15 more subscribers in the past 40 minutes or so. So thank you so much. And again, I will be doing another live stream in the coming weeks. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see you then. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.